No. Oh, Sparks, Dro, what up, man? I see y'all already up in here. Alright, yep. Oh, man, I was scribbling notes so fast, man. I got them all over the place, so if I jump around a little bit, you know what I'm saying, I still be on topic, but I got notes all over the place, man. I give it a little minute. A lot going on in the world. Sparks, you seen that little post I put on IG, that Project Bluebeam? Hey, man, if that's real, like Trump says, stand back and stand by. What up, NC? Y'all know what it is. Wipe y'all feet off before y'all walk in the house. Make sure y'all sitting on the good part of the couch. Y'all better be on the plastic. I see one stain on the fabric. Everybody cleaning. You ain't gonna pay the bill. Make sure y'all shake out y'all coats before y'all walk in the door. I don't want no roaches in my house. Oh man. I wish I could play. I ain't got my other phone with me, so I can't play, like, you know, audio from videos and stuff. So I have to kind of like just kind of paraphrase and reference a little bit. I wish I could play that Royce the 5'9" song, Politics. Politics. Woo-wee. All right. How much time we got? A minute 40. All right. I'll go ahead and get started, man. All right. First thing on the list, migrant crisis, right? Y'all see what's happening. You know, and this is also going into, you know, the whole politics and mainly to voters, you know, and political apathy. You know what I mean? So many times, you know, it ain't got nothing to do with me, or my vote don't count, or, you know, and all that. And it's like, yeah, your vote do count, because everything that's happening right now, you know, and I see what's going on in Chicago with the migrants. I just learned about this, what's this, House Bill 3751, where they're allowed illegal immigrants to become police officers. And their reason it is, well, they're already in the military, they're already in the healthcare system, you know, might as well let them become police. And police our communities, okay? What do they know about the communities? Hell, we talk about the American police who are disconnected from the communities, and how people in the community want people from the community, or who know, you know, who come from the community, to police it better than some outsider. So now they're going all the way out. Queen, what up? Queen Lotus 126. And the fact that now they want to allow these folks who have, you know, they have no connection to America, let alone any community, and then allow them to police. That's a slap in the face, man. But I'm glad you're on here, Queen, because I wanted to run this by you right here. Anybody watch the Purge movies? The most recent one it came out with was called The Forever Purge. And in that movie, if y'all haven't seen it, the whole plot or synopsis of that movie has to do with migrants coming from Mexico. You know, like when they started purging, the 12 hours was over, then they sounded the alarm. Oh, spoiler alert, sorry. They sounded the alarm, it was over, but they kept purging. You know, it was a group of people who said, no, we finna keep this going. And they was based in Texas. And what they was doing, going after the Mexicans. For what? Because, oh man, they, you know, the crime, and they're sucking up resources, and they're just draining the country, and the citizens was ticked off. Of course, you know, they made it, you know, political. So, you know, it was all, everybody who was going against the Mexicans, of course, they were white. They made them racist and, you know, Republicans and all that. But look where we at right now with this House bill. Okay. And then I seen this woman also, it was on NBC channel about 3 days ago. You know, this woman, she was up there, dropped this. I don't think it's a link on this, Lotus. This like, can I do it from the YouTube? This is the YouTube live. This ain't StreamYard. You know what I'm talking about? Is it a way? Can I drop a link like this off YouTube? Because I'm not doing this off a laptop. I'm doing it on my phone. Is it a way I could drop a link with the YouTube live? Anybody know how? I looked, but I ain't see nothing. Let me try something real quick. Nope, that ain't it. Nah, all I could do is share. Damn it. All right. Well, this what do you call it? Yeah, so that whole purge thing. And so what I'm seeing is art imitating life almost. You know what I'm saying? It's coming up. And it's gonna just continue. Now, this lady, she was like, she started from the beginning. She said, we don't have a problem with the migrants, okay? What they have a problem with is the decisions of the mayor and, you know, his cabinet or whatnot, making these decisions without consulting the constituents, you know? Because all they saw was, oh, we got a black mayor, let's vote for him, he Democrat, boom, that's it. And now you just, you know, they just gave consent for them to just run roughshod over the whole community. And now they got all this funding. And she said, she said, how dare you take funding away from us, communities that suffered from years of divestment, you know, and neglect and everything, and redline and gentrification, you name it, it happened. And now all this money they claim to not have for the citizens, now they have, what up, Made Media? Now they have it for these migrants, these same migrants. And then with that money, she was like, y'all want to put them in, you know, these tents and, you know, these little camps and stuff that will not withstand the cold winds of the Windy City in the winter. Kaya, baby, what's going on? So what do you think is going to happen? You got a powder keg. Y'all remember Charlottesville? Y'all remember when those dudes walking around with tiki torches talking about you will not replace us? That's damn near what they're going to have citizens in, you know, in American cities saying to these people, you know, in the black and brown neighborhoods, mainly black neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying? They might be getting along better with the Hispanics, but, you know, they moving these black neighborhoods, taking schools that's been closed down and trying to give it to them, you know, any other resource. And now, hell, they damn near going to be running around talking about you will not replace us. And now they're talking about letting them police the communities too? No, no, no. And the hypocrisy of it all. They created this mess, okay? They dragged, you know, the Republican Party and Trump, his whole administration for 4 years talking about, oh, this is racist and you want to stop people from finding a better life. And, you know, Joe Biden, he had the wall tore down and then he was selling off the steel, you know what I'm saying? Trying to make a little extra pocket cash for him and Hunter and they, you know, coke habit or whatever. And, or his rehab bill or whatever. And he said they got the funding if they can send the funds to Ukraine. Oh, yeah. I ain't even touched on Ukraine yet. And then, you know, they take this and, you know, and then want to give them police powers. That ain't gonna do nothing but tick these people off. And I think Swipe has said, you know, like they robbing people. They jumping on people. You know what I'm saying? But now Biden's talking about, oh, well, maybe we should build a wall or a portion of a wall. You know what I'm saying? All these Democrat politicians who were screaming everything racist, racist, racist. Now they sounding just like Trump. The Republicans who was going against Trump starting to sound like Trump. Everybody sound like Trump. So who was right in the end? You know? We can't afford political apathy this time, man. However much you think your vote don't count, do it anyway, because it do count. When it don't count is when you make the wrong choice for voting. I want everybody, you know, I know y'all with it, so I'm not talking necessarily to y'all up in this chat right here. I'm talking about anybody else who watched this who might still be on the fence, you know what I'm saying, or lean any other way. This is bad for the country. It was never about racism. You know what I'm saying? It was never about hate. That was just a ruse. Y'all know how they do. The first thing they do is rile us up. You know, they bring up slavery and all these things, you know, no matter all the facts about how the Democrat Party was really for the slavery and all that. We know about Joe Biden and his picture with the Grand Wizard at the parade and all that. But people look over that. You know, we can't afford to do that no more. We can't afford to we got to get out of the hive mind, you know, or if you black, vote Democrat, or you ain't black if you don't vote for Democrat. You know what I mean? Come on now. Joe Biden, him and popcorn and cornbread and all them, they need to go on somewhere, man. What up, Street Code? They need to go, man. because this is getting serious, you know. And I said this before a while back, maybe on a video or another live, that it's gonna turn into a powder keg, you know. And another thing this lady said was, how dare you place them other poor people against us? What do you think they're gonna do? She said it exactly how what the whole plan was. Beezy, what up? She said, place other poor people against us. That's what they doing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, you see a bunch of rich people and they get two poor people and make them fight, you know, throw $100 bill and make them fight to the death for it or something like that. That's basically what they're doing on a massive scale. And that goes to show they never cared. Like Michael Jackson said, they never cared about us. They don't really care about us. So vote these people out, man. So let me get my notes here. All right. So to the voters, we can no longer, and this is my issue with voters, man. Every time I watch news or something like that, and I see they ask these people, hey, what is, what do you think about the debate, or what do you think about this candidate or something? And they sit there and be like, well, I'm not going to vote for them because my issue is they're not hitting on my issue. We got to stop that. You know what I mean, anybody who thinks like that, oh, I'm not going to vote for this person because they're not hitting on my issue. Every single voter is acting like their own special interest group. If a politician is not focusing on the one thing that particular individual is focusing on, then they close their ears to everything else. Hello? Y'all remember the quote, e pluribus unum, out of many one? We are one nation. That means every issue is our issue. You know, you got this group over here. Well, he need to focus more on the black community. Well, they need to focus more on the Hispanics. Well, they need to focus more on the jobs. And well, these people over here, they living a good life. They ain't worried about that. They worried about migrants. Well, they not worried about migrants. They worried about healthcare. And if they're not focusing on the one thing that they want to talk about, then they don't want to vote for that person. You know, they're president of the United States, not the president of an individual, you know what I'm saying, or a special interest group. So every issue needs to be every voter's issue, and how the best person for the job is going to respond to each of them issues. The president has to prioritize, president and the cabinet. It ain't just the president, it's the whole cabinet, it's Congress. They got to prioritize, okay? They can't just focus on some entitled group who think that they're the only ones that exist for their little, and I say little, not to minimize their issue, but little in the eyes of every single issue that affects this country. Because I could tell you 10 years ago, or 4 years ago, hell yeah, I say 10, that's a good metric. 10 years ago, the whole thing with the migrants, it was just some issue in a faraway land down there on the southern border. Nobody in the Midwest cared. Nobody in the Northeast cared. Nobody in the Northwest cared, because it wasn't affecting them. And what do we always say? Eventually, hold up, let me get this. I forgot, I don't want nothing messing with the sound. Turn that Bluetooth off. Eventually it's going to be on your doorstep. Knock, knock. It's on your doorstep. You see how that works? That's why voters can no longer focus on just that one issue that they care about. They have to focus on all the issues, just like the president and the and Congress have to. You know what I'm saying? Because anything less is just selfishness. You know? And they talk about MAGA, trying to make it like MAGA support, like, oh, the MAGA movement, like it's a terrorist organization now, When they say America first, they said that was racist. And now you got the very people who were claiming racist, and running through the streets, rioting and all that, and celebrating the vandalism and celebrating all this crime. And, oh yeah, ACOB, all cops are bastards, and defund the police. You got Democrat politicians getting robbed, the same ones that were supporting defund the police. You got liberals who getting killed, getting stabbed in the chest and left in the street to die by the very people they claim to defend and make excuses for. It's all coming back to biting. These socialist, Marxist policies do not work. They sound good on paper, but they do not work because they never have the people's best interests at heart. Y'all ever notice that any kind of movement or anything that deals with, oh, the people's paradise or the workers' utopia or the workers' paradise, it's the worst thing in the world. those African freedom fighters, the liberationists and the people's this and that, they were the most brutal recruiting child soldiers. It's the same thing. You know, it's double speak. You know, anything that sounds like liberation, freedom or something, it's the exact opposite. It's slavery. You know what I mean? And now we see what's happening. We get the results. Get this dude out of office. You know? And ain't no secret. Yeah, I'm a Trump supporter, but I'm for whoever does the job best. I personally think Trump gonna do it best because everything that all these candidates, all the Republican candidates that's debating right now, they sound like Trump. Even though they try not to sound like Trump, they sound like Trump. You know what I mean? And you got to think, a lot of these migrants, you know, and I'm not trying to incite, you know, some kind of race war, nothing like that, or advocate or nothing like that. I don't want it to get there. All right. I'm just saying the reality is it can be. If in any situation, especially crowded places like cities like Chicago, okay, when resources start to run out and it looks like one is getting more than the other, like you said, like that lady said, placing poor people against other poor people, all frustrated, fighting for the scraps like we always been since day one. And when they do that, who suffers? The same communities that's been suffering already. They want us to kill each other. That's why they want them to be able to police these neighborhoods. Probably could barely speak the language. They want to let them police the neighborhoods. And a lot of them are not too fond of black folks. Y'all know this. And so they're going to be fighting for the scraps and policing the neighborhoods. Come on, man. You can't afford it, bro. Can't afford it, man. All right, where we at? Hold on, did I miss something? Let me scroll up. I know I was talking a little bit. Said the audience of the rich watching the poor actors. Yep. My bad. I know I'm gonna have my other phone sitting next to me and I can see our comments a lot quicker when they pop up, but so I'll just scroll down so I can respond. Said if voting held any weight, it would be illegal. Hold on, before that, a dude named Yellow Pain made a rap song telling us all this, especially voting. Man, hey, the votes count. Hey, check it out, Dro. Why we still using money then? We know money has no backing. It's worthless. We all know that it's toilet paper, but we still use it because we believe it still has value. We still have faith in it. It's the faith and the use of it. That's why they're trying to push it out. Otherwise, it would have been gone already. It's the same thing with the vote. Because it does have value, because we give it value, because the people are America. Your voice counts, your vote counts. You know what I'm saying? Don't fall for that trick. Do it. You know what I'm saying? If our vote didn't count, then they wouldn't have to make up votes to get Biden in office in the first place. You know what I'm saying? What were they counting then? They weren't counting good intentions. You know what I'm saying? So it does count for something. You know, that's something to tell. What up, sharpshooter? That's something that they tell people to try to discourage vote. And then, you know, either they don't vote or just make some willy-nilly vote, you know, uninformed vote, you know, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Just like Rothschild said, whether by, you know, by conquest or consent, we will have one world. Man, by not voting, you're consenting. You know what I'm saying? Every single American got to believe that they count because you do. You know what I mean? That's how special interest groups, you know, everybody always talk about the LGBTQ community, how they have such sway in politics. Why? Because they're a unified front and they have that political sway. Because politicians don't care about you most of the time. They just want to win. And in order to win, they got to give the people something. They got to have, the people got to have something to bargain with. If they know they can get whatever they want, you know, all they got to do is, you know, take a few pictures with some black folks and you know, say assalamu alaikum or something. And that's all they got to do. Then they're not going to do anything. Like that woman said. He said, man, stop it. All you can vote for is a Republican or Democrat. Hey, that's true. And it's the same damn part. Very true. But the politicians themselves, they still want to win. And they have to be forced to do the right thing. But if they're not getting pressure to do it, you know, I'm not disputing that it's a lot of BS, but they still want that job. And they still got to have the consent of the people in order to get that job. You know, they're not just walking up in there and getting them seats. You know what I'm saying? You still got to believe that it is, man. I mean, that right there, that then, you know, just abolish the whole government. Then we really be in trouble. You know, people think they want to be without, but you know, do you really want that? You know, you see the kind of anarchy, what a little bit of anarchy looks like. Imagine that every single day. Then you got the forever purge. You know, I feel the same way you do, Dro. But this is the only game in town right now. This is the only game you got to play it, man. But yeah, oh yeah. The hypocrisy is real. You know, I love to see these Democrats falling all over themselves. You know what I'm saying? Trying to ease in, and now they're trying to put it off like it's their idea now. You know, when they come up with the solution, problem, reaction, and solution. Oh boy. You know, hell, even Elon Musk down at the border just busting it out like, hey man, look at this, man. You know, eventually every problem in this country is going to become everybody's problem. We can't make believe that it's just somebody else's problem to deal with, because now it's right at our doorstep, literally. You know what I mean? It's just, we can't afford to be quiet. We can't afford to be apolitical anymore. You know, suffering from political apathy. What else up in there? Oh, yeah. Said something else too. Everybody in government has a U.S. Israel dual citizenship. Whose interest do you think they set? Oh yeah, of course, man. Come on, man. AIPAC, you know that Israel already, they dug in like ticks all in the, they got the hugest lobby. You know what I'm saying? And the LGBTQ probably number 2. You know what I mean? And right now it's kicking off in Israel. You know, we might be looking at the opening stages of World War III, because you know, if it get too bad, we gonna be, right over there, or in some form of fashion. If not boots on the ground, which I doubt, then it's definitely gonna be materials and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And help more than we already been doing anyway. You know, we already funding Ukraine. Where's all this money going, man? Y'all know they print this stuff out of thin air. Y'all know the Federal Reserve is not a U.S. entity. You know what I'm saying? It's a private bank. 13 families and all that, yada yada. Y'all know that. I ain't get on here for that. You know what I'm saying? He said, so I'ma scream free Palestine till I die, for sure. You know, we all know that land was, you know what I'm saying, it was acquired through deceit. You know what I'm saying? That the Palestinians was promised one thing and then they gave it to the other side. You know what I mean? That's, the Balfour Declaration. Y'all, you know what it is, man. That it was stolen. You know what I'm saying? I'ma say it. It was stolen. You know, and they've been at it ever since. They could have been worked something out, but it's like, nah, we got to keep this conflict over there, need a foothold. The only democracy in the Middle East and all that. Some model. I just saw this video, man, on Telegram, bro. It was bad. It shows some Hamas militants, man. They was assaulting Israeli base. Bodies, bro. They slaughtered them Israeli soldiers, bro. The first one they showed was a female. And it ain't look like they had a chance to fight back, bro. I ain't even see no weapons on them, bro. Or they might have picked the weapons up already, but they was videotaping, man. They was just spread out, bro. It's like 5 or 6 of them, man. So it's getting bloody, bro. And what that does is it draws in all the satellite states. Israel right in the middle of all those Middle Eastern countries. If they don't help directly, they definitely gonna fund Hezbollah and Hamas. They already getting involved. So what do you think's gonna happen? It's game on, bro. It's game on. And then if y'all seen that video that I posted on IG, the cult of Baal or whatever, that whole thing, it looked like the Kabbalistic tree of life, but it got all the different players and stuff. Hamas works for Mossad. For sure, yeah. Man, I mean, Dro, bro. It ain't no way in hell, all these bad actors can, it was either Rothschild's mother or the Rockefeller's mother. And she was quoted as saying, if my sons didn't want war, there wouldn't be any. War is business. What did it say? Smedley Butler or something like that. He said that. He was the general, he was doing, with the wars in the Banana Republic back in the early 1900s. He said war is a racket, bro. And that's all. He said what he did down there would put Al Capone to shame. You know what I'm saying? Problem, reaction, solution. You got to create the problem, get a reaction, then offer the solution. You know what I mean? It's the damn owner who buys both teams, so he don't care who wins the Super Bowl or the World Series. He wins either way. Ah, man, I ain't saying, man, there's plenty of videos on, if they strike me for this, it's plenty of videos on here already saying the same stuff, bro. Come on now. They can't be hitting me with that, man. But if you notice, I'm not trying to go into it too deep, you know what I mean? We know the information's out there. All right, and then, you know, we get back to the, where we at? Oh, yeah. Go back to something else I said, you know what I'm saying? Hey, get ready to defend what's yours. Again, not inciting violence, not advocating, but people, hey, get them licenses, get them concealed carry licenses, man. Hey, learn how to use what you carry. You're gonna need them. You know, you think that they all of a sudden gonna change just because, you know, now they're in America? When Trump said, hey, they letting some of the wrong people in, he was right. Whatever they was doing down there, now they got a whole new place. Well, down there, they probably would have got dealt with a lot more harshly. Here, they get a slap on the wrist. And matter of fact, they don't get a slap on the wrist. They get a hot meal. They get a roof over their head. They get money in their pocket. They get health care. Probably better health care than you. You know what I'm saying? And they might just get a badge and a gun and a uniform. Huh. Purge anybody? Just saying. So now you got Ukraine on fire already, you know, and they slaughtering them Russians with our help and with NATO's help. You know, I just saw a video where you know, Russian soldiers. It's tons of videos, and I mean, you scroll through, and they got these drones, bruh. They flying these drones with explosives to them, hitting individual soldiers. Now you see these soldiers, they're in camouflage, just like, you know, 4 or 5 Russian soldiers. They laying out in the weeds, spread out, and it's showing the drone just going right where they land, and they think they hit. They think they hiding, bruh. They think they hiding. You see that drone just come in and whop. You know what I'm saying? And they don't even kill them right away. You see that explosion, you think they finna be in pieces, bro. They still be alive, man, suffering, crawling, and then they eventually die off. A couple of them pulled out they weapons and deleted themselves. You know what I'm saying? It got that bad, man. It's hell on earth for them people, man. I appreciate that, sharpshooter. I can't, man. It's a lot, dog. It's a whole lot, man. My head is full, bro. I'm trying to keep up with all the. I was scribbling notes so fast, bro, cause I'm like, golly. But as far as the politics part, man, that it just vote, vote red, please. Get. We got to get Joe out, man. We got to get him out, bro. You know, and that's not, you know, it ain't about no. We want to see round 2. We want to see the get back. It's just that I honestly believe, you know, Trump got, you know, when he was in office, we had respect. The country had respect. You know, a lot of the stuff that's happening now wouldn't have been happening had he been in office right now. That's why they had to get that man out of there so bad, man. We got to get him back in, bro. You know, and I know they're going to do everything they can up into, you know what I'm saying, giving him a Kennedy shot. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I hope it don't come to that. You know, if y'all remember that whole Simpsons thing, you know, they showed him with the escalator and all that, but they also had an episode where he was in a casket too. So, you know, let's hope that that was just a conspiracy theory. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure there's people who want that man out. And let alone, you know, whatever paperwork he had in Mar-a-Lago or whatever, who knows what he knows? You know what I'm saying? He probably got some leverage. So, hey, we don't know, man. We'll find out. You know, obviously these little indictments, what they coming at? Oh, he devalued, you know, whatever, you know what I'm saying, his property value for Mar-a-Lago and his other businesses and all that. And hell, it was plenty of people on the news. They was like, what rich person haven't done that? That's how rich people do. That's how they stay rich. Come on now. That's how they get them loans and stay financed, man. It's just like he said in this debate with Hillary. He was like, of course I did, you know? Why didn't you close the loopholes? You know what I'm saying? Same question. Why didn't they close the loopholes then if it was so bad? Because all their friends, Buffett and all them, do the same thing. You know, so it's like, but Hey, one set of rules for one and another set for everybody else. Y'all know how it works. I don't even have to say it all. Hold on, bear with me. Oh yeah, what else I put up in there? Oh, the future, y'all. Gen Z. I seen some stuff that breaks my heart, man. It's like, you know, and it's starting to make sense now, you know, with the whole migrants and the police powers and military and all that, because a lot of our younger citizens now, the Gen Z, they don't care about serving the military. They don't care. They hate America. They've been bred to hate America. They're indoctrinated to hate America while benefiting from it. But on the same, you know, they don't know no better. You know, all their brains, they were sponges. They went into college and then they come out and they know what they know. Well, they know what they think they know. You know, they've been programmed to be the exact opposite of what us and generations before us have been indoctrinated for. You know what I'm saying? They've been indoctrinated to be in opposition to what we believe. You know, even if we don't believe everything, we know it's a lot of BS, you know? Which brings me to the next point. And I wish I had my other phone to play this video. It was talking about a lot of, hey there, Sonny. It's a lot of, oh, hit that like and share this. There's a lot of citizens from the US that went over to Africa, a lot of blacks that go to Africa and they're coming back, you know? Everybody, you know, hey, everybody had that dream at one point, or might have said it or thought it, like, man, I'm gonna go to Africa, go to the motherland. And the list of reasons why they coming back is real simple. And we always say, hey, you know what? No, this ain't, you know, we got our problems. But I'll be damned if, you know, this ain't the best deal, you know, you can get. I mean, look at it. Look how poor people live here versus how poor people live in other countries. Okay? The poor in other countries, they literally are dirt poor, where they probably have to eat the dirt, where they have to drink water that they know they probably gonna catch malaria or dysentery or sleeping disease or something like that. You know what I'm saying? All kinds of sicknesses. Where here, to be poor is like an upgrade compared to some of these people over there. But you got black people who are coming back here now because it's just certain things like, you know, supermarkets, you know what I'm saying? The way they shop, you know, just simple things, the way we live here. It's not the same in other places and they can't take it. You know, it's like, man, you know what? We had it a lot better over here. So, you know what? We need to have a little appreciation. No, we don't have to always agree with the government and all that, but the government is not America. We are America. We are the reason that America is America. The people make America. Somehow that's been forgotten, you know, on purpose, obviously. You know, we've been given these busy work schedules. We've been, you know, we can't focus on the government, you know, and be in all the town halls and just, you know, they're working 24/7. Back at first, you know, government used to be in session and then they all used to go back to their regular lives, farming and stuff back in the colonial days and when it was more agricultural in this country. You know what I'm saying? Before it became so industrialized, you know, and people could focus more on that. Now we got all these other things, you know, we can't focus on that stuff, but we got to know that, hey, it's still the greatest place. It's still a good place to live. And it's worth fighting for. You know what I'm saying? It's worth at least knowing a little bit. You ain't got to be a damn political expert. All right. But know a little something about something in this country. You know what I'm saying? To make a good informed vote. So we're not sitting around waiting for the next 4 years to pass, hoping that the whole damn thing don't burn down before it happens. You know, this is just me saying just to get involved. You know what I'm saying? Just to, you know, educate ourselves just a little bit, you know? So we know, like, okay, this person's not right. We already know, you know, we got all the information we need, you know what I'm saying? To sniff out the BS, to see the play. You know, a lot of it is playing out right now. A lot of the stuff that people talked about 10 years ago is happening right now. Back then, it never seemed like it's gonna happen. And that's how it's supposed. It's called the totalitarian tiptoe. You know, it's like you know, you're not filling up the sink by just turning the faucet on. You just turn it on drip and let it be because nobody hears it dripping. You can hear the water running. You go up and turn the faucet off. But if it's just dripping and it's so much noise, you don't hear that drip, you know? And then after a while you come in there and it's like, oh, damn, the whole floor wet. I ain't even hear it. And that's how everything has been happening. It's scary, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm scared, bro. I'm worried. You know what I'm saying? There's a little bit of fear and a whole lot of worry. You know what I mean? Because this ain't some, oh yeah, let's all arm up and overthrow the government. It ain't nothing about none of that, man. You know, this is about our quality of life. You know, and more than just the gas pump and food prices, man. You know, it's just like, yo, you're basically being replaced. We're in last. You know, we've always been in last. Always been in last place. And to make sure we stay last, it's like, hey, let's bring in a whole nother group and keep them in last. I don't know, man. You know, I don't know how much change we can affect, but you know, we got to get loud and stay loud the right way, not destroying our communities. You know what I'm saying? There's already a lot of ignorant people doing that already. You know, somebody doing that job. You know, we got to do the other part. You know, and these other candidates, man, I don't trust them, bro. You know, I honestly, you know, after watching that last debate, man, and how they were just arguing all over each other, they don't care. All they care about is winning. You see what I'm saying? They'll say whatever they have to win. What gave it away, like I said, was that first debate. I said this some time back when they asked who would support Trump if he's indicted, and a few of them, their hands went right up. But the other one, they was just like, you know, they was waiting to hear the applause first before they put their hand up. That's an indication of how these politicians are. You know, if it seems popular, they'll go for it. So you see, Dro, we do count. You know what I'm saying? They were sitting there waiting for the approval of the crowd before they did something. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep that in mind. So if they think it's going to get them over, they're going to agree with it. Even if they don't agree with it. You know, even if they don't care, they'll do it anyway. They won't do it out the goodness of their heart. They got to be forced. And so, well, I already know who I'm voting for. So, you know, I hope y'all do the same. You know what I mean? Which brings me to Sexy Red. Sexy Red, you all right with me? You know, I ain't see the tape or nothing like that, but, you know, they dragging this girl. It's like, you know, drag every other female too, bro. You know, if everybody gonna do that, you know, I know the word colorism came up, you know, that because she's dark skinned and all that. I could feel that. You know, I didn't even want to watch it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to watch it, but, you know, I seen, you know, I heard some pretty nasty comments and things like that. And it's like, hey, man, look, y'all find somebody who perfect, bro. And the common sense says, you know, hey, you know, if you're brown skinned, it's going to be brown. You open it up, there's pink. Common sense. So I don't know who's making all these comments, but they might not have a lot of experience. You know, what troll's gonna troll. But she showed support for Trump. You know, she mentioned the whole, you know, she sounded like the hood answer. Oh, he gave out that free check, that free money and all that. But, you know, a lot of liberals got on her. A lot of black liberals got on her. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably why she catching a lot of flack too. But, you know, on that point, hey, Sexy Red, you all right with me? But man, hey, she making a whole lot of money than a lot of people in them comments, you know what I'm saying, disrespecting. You know, she disrespecting herself, man. If that's her choice, she doing that, then that's on her. You know what I'm saying? If she happy with it, hey, she getting paid off for it. It's a lot more than I can say for a lot of people. You know, it may not necessarily be the way to do it, but hey, it's her way. You know what I mean? That's all they can say, you know. I ain't doing it, you know what I'm saying? But, and then, what we got? Oh, Kenneka Jenkins, man. You know, that case has been around for I don't know how long. You know, I know a lot of people who was involved in that are dead, you know, just about. And the family, you know, they settled for an undisclosed amount. And some people may have the opinion like, you know, there's no price to put on a child's life. But we already know, hey, if it and all the editing of the tapes, and you know, people have been breaking these tapes down. They've been breaking these videos down more than the Vaughn videos and everything. You know what I'm saying? How she walking through the halls, and you know, you'll see like, oh, you know, they edited somebody else. Somebody else was walking with her, but they edited out. You can see an outline of a person and, you know, how she ended up in this. And, you know, somebody else was wearing the same outfit. It was all kinds of stuff, man. It was making my head spin. And of course, you know, Zach TV, rest in peace. You know, he was on top of it. Some people feel like that's what got him killed. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, hey, she's gone. You know what I'm saying? Karma is you know what, and a lot of the people who were around her that night, you know, from what I'm hearing, that a lot of them ain't around no more. You know what I'm saying? Now, whether that be karma or just, you know, something else, but hey, what else you gonna do, bruh? She gone, she in the ground. Whatever happens, she ain't coming back. Why not, you know, the people who live, who can carry her name on and carry her and their memories, why not have a better life? You know what I'm saying? And anybody who's trying to sound judgmental, like, oh, man, you can't put a price on a child's life, they sold out. Y'all some damn hypocrites, because y'all know if y'all see 6 figures, y'all do or 7 figures, y'all gonna do the same damn thing. Y'all gonna take it and probably do it a lot faster too. You know, it's so good. It's so easy for people to get on the soapbox and get self-righteous when it ain't them. But man, hey man, I don't know what they lifestyle like, but guess what? I bet you they can use that money. So it might as well have some money in their pocket and be able to get a better life and get the hell out of that damn community, out of Roseland, whatever they live. You know what I'm saying? Than to not have it and still be talking about some justice, because either way, it ain't bringing her back. So, hey man, let them live, man. If anybody had a problem with that, let them live, man. You know, we got bigger stuff to worry about. You know, and if any of those people could get close to them, I guarantee they'll have their hand out. If they smart, they better get the hell out of that community. Quick. Because there'll be plenty of people ready to begin. Hey, that back door is wide open. Close that back door. Y'all know that song. Get out of there. It ain't worth it. Hold on, man. My notes all over the place, bro. Woo! Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, for sure, Biz. I appreciate that. Oh man, I seen this one video, man. It was these 2 ladies, you know, they was in the Caribbean, older ladies, bro. They straight putting it out there like classified as, bro. They looking for young men, and they like, we already have money. We're looking for young lovers between the ages of 19 to 26 or something like that. You know, and they're catching a lot of flack for it. Now, we all know that for, you know, for decades, for centuries, you know, older men have been scooping up younger women, and it's been okay. But older women date a younger man, and people got a problem with it. Like, what's the problem? You know, what's the point? And the reasons that a lot of those older men were grabbing those younger women, it's the same reason that the older women want the younger men. What's wrong with the older woman wanting to be satisfied? Hey, yeah, drove for sure, but you got to go up, you know? See, you got to go, people like us, we got to go 60 and up. we got to go 60 and up, bro, if you still want to be a sugar baby, bro. You can't go down, you know what I'm saying? The pickings get slimmer, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta move the goalposts a little bit further down, unfortunately, bro. You gotta move them chains down the field, bro. But hey, if you still in shape and you look good, hey, you still run it, they'll snatch you up. You know what I'm saying? Probably at a discount rate, but you know what I'm saying? You still get in the dough. But man, hey, get up off these ladies, man. They want to feel good. They didn't live their life. They didn't raise their kids. They didn't did it all. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no inhibitions. They ain't worried about no judgment. Hey, and they might just fall in love. You know? And if the guy's consenting to it, then hey, what's the problem, people? You know, oh, you gonna get worms and all that. And it's like, well, what the hell these young women been getting when these old men be getting them? You know it's for money, financial security and all that, if they rich and all that. So what's the point? You know, let them live, man. Everybody's trying to police everybody else's happiness, man. We can't do that no more, bro. Happiness is in short supply. Real happiness is in short supply, bro. Peace of mind is in short supply. However you can get it, get it. You know, as long as it ain't harming nobody else. Yeah, man, the discount rate, bro. The discount rate. Man, I almost forgot what else I put in the title, bro. Oh yeah. So so as things kick off in I'm just jumping around, y'all. So as things kick off in Israel, man, we gotta pay close attention to that, because I know a lot of books that I read, you know, like your William Coopers and all that, and Circle of Intrigue, your Jordan Maxwell and all these people, you know, they always, you know, it always goes back to Israel. And yeah, I dated an older woman once, man. Somebody said, "You gonna get worms." I'm like, bro, hey, if you don't know, learn. And I'm talking to the dudes. If you don't know, learn, bro. Hey, ain't no worms and none of that, bro. And they ready. I'm gonna just leave it at that. They ready. You know, it's like vitamin water. Try it. You're a fool for it, Dro. But yeah, man. And so everything focused, you know, was focused on Israel, you know, as far as World War III. And they were always the linchpin. And so, hey, keep a close eye on this, bro. And, you know, pay attention to what the president and everybody's saying, because if we start getting pulled over in there, that's another, hey, you know, one of those 3-car Molly type tricks. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, we got Ukraine over here. Oh, now Israel. What's next? China finally invades Taiwan. North Korea attacks South Korea. You know, we get spread so thin. Street code, what up, bro? I don't get, you know. Oh, wait, where was I going with that? Okay, yeah, the whole point. Oh, and so you know, spread us thin, you know, just like the Roman Empire. All right, spread us thin with endless conflicts. Okay, we can't fight them all, and these are real armies, you know, real nation. We ain't really fought against no real nation before since World War II. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of blood and treasure, and quite frankly, the American people are tired of war. But there ain't no going back. We can't take an isolationist stance. I know, like Candace Owens, you know, she said, you know, that not one drop of American blood should be spilled on foreign soil. You know, hey, I agree, but we can't go back to isolationist stance anymore. Pandora's box is already open. You know, globalism and all that. You know, we depend on too many countries for too many things. If we can be self-contained and manufacture our own goods here, you know, which is probably a pipe dream by now, you know, not even, you know, maybe not even, I don't even think Trump can accomplish all that. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole lot of, but hey, it don't hurt to try. You know, you got to rebuild all the factories back up. That's a lot of jobs that should go to citizens before they go to migrants. All right. And, you know, that's a lot of extra money in pockets. You know what I'm saying? But you got to get all them factories up and running. You got to get people qualified to run these things, you know? And of course, that's going to throw the whole economy in disarray. And y'all know what happens when the economy starts going. How do we get the economy back up? War. What is it good for? A whole lot of money. That's all it is. And it's time to make some money. A whole lot of money, except it ain't for us, though. You know, it's for, you know, Lockheed Martin and Raytheon and, you know, Halliburton. Y'all know. All the same players that made a lot of money back in OIF and OEF. It's messy, man. It's a big steaming pile, bro. And we all got to get a shovel. Or we gonna, because we neck deep in it, man. I'm telling you. It's just ugly. I don't even, it's like, where do you even start, bro? I mean, what part do we play? You know what I'm saying? It comes back down to that question. When it's time to vote, do it. Whether you think it counts or not, they counting something, damn it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they had to, you know, in order to steal a vote, you got to vote in the first place. You know what I'm saying? In person. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for, how can I say this safely? You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting. right when it's time to start getting it, you know, when it gets deep into the season, I'm waiting, you know. Oh, here comes the big scare again. What's gonna be the name of it? You know, y'all know what I'm talking about. And y'all gonna know that it's all a trick. You know what I'm saying? It was another video I was trying to put up, but it kept kicking out. It was a dude. He had it was an encyclopedia from 1989, and he looked up that word, that C word, all right, and right next to it, it said common cold, you know, and then he made sure he put it on the date, the copyright date, you know what I'm saying, when it was published, 1989, you know, real simple. But, you know, I'm not saying, I don't want people to say I'm trying to predict World War III, but conflict in Israel, and like I said, these are all the different books I've read and things like that. Conflict in Israel was always the ignition, I'll say. And as it goes on, more and more nations get drawn in. Here's the scary part. We don't come out on it don't work out well for us. You know, however the scenario ends, it doesn't work out well for America, you know. And y'all know that whole thing. And this is outside of nuclear holocaust and all that. You know, it breaks us. It is prophesied that the Antichrist will raise up from Israel. Yes. And I don't know how many of y'all heard this, but they're rebuilding the temple in Israel. You know, Solomon's temple or whatever. And they're training a priest class to do sacrifices and all these different things. That's a whole different video right there, man, actually. Because I actually want to get more information or refine the information if it's still out there about that, and if it's something new about that, you know. And then it's it's a city, and I'm not sure how real this is. Maybe if some of y'all have seen this, it's a city called Asanta, or it's somewhere near Turkey or whatever. It was like a, you know, computer generated model of how the city is gonna look, and I think it's in the region of Turkey somewhere. It's called Asanta. You know, it's like a anagram of Satan, basically. And I'm not sure. Again, don't you know? I'm not saying it is, but I'm not sure how real it is, or you know, if there's some footage out there of it while it's still under construction. Same thing with this temple. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna look up that too and try to find that and see if it's still out there. Star Hand 1020, what's going on, man? And back to the original what I started out with the migrant things, man. I just found some more notes here. For folks who want to work, hurry up and get them damn jobs before they get them. You know, now you got to compete. And man, that woman's words is echoing in my head. She said, "How dare you place other poor people against other poor people?" You know what I mean? That's out of everything she said. It's like an hour something long video. Out of everything she said, that hit me right in the chest, bro. And I'm like, damn, they really just threw the scraps and said, y'all handle that. You know, whoever come out on top. And not only that, we're gonna give them the advantage. We're gonna give them police powers. You know, we're going to take care of them more than you, right in your face, because we want you to get angry. We want you to retaliate. You know, we're going to sit back and let them, you know, enact all kinds of violence and commit crimes. You know, hell, we got our own damn people doing that. And now they doing it too. Hey, you're going to have the criminals fighting criminals on where they can commit crimes at. There ain't enough room to even commit crime no more in certain areas. You know, they got to fight over that. It's all just scraps, good and bad. Why they just sit back and continue getting fat laughing at us, bro? They played us, man. They've been playing us. Y'all know this already. It's just some people just do not see it, and they refuse to see it. No, it can't be that. No, they're not gonna do that. I can't stand that blatant denial. You know, I mean, it gotta be from fear or something, man. Cognitive dissonance, whatever you want to call it. It's like, come on, man. You know, we get worked up about the law. We can't wait for, you know, some politician to get up and say, okay, it's okay for y'all to get mad now. Okay. Hey, you remember slavery? Okay, vote for me. We can't fall for that no more, bro. You know, it's like that last scene in School Days, man. please wake up. You know, when you wake up, you know, ringing that bell. If y'all seen School Days, I know I'm dating myself. If y'all seen School Days, y'all know what I'm talking about when Lawrence Fishburne at the end ringing that bell. You know, I didn't get that scene. You know, I didn't get a lot of that commentary, that social political commentary in that movie back then, man. But I'm like, man, there was messages all through that movies. As a kid, you know, all I saw was the stepping and the dancing and the pretty girls and all that, you know, G5G and all that. But when I got older and I watched it, I'm just sitting there like, you know. What's going on, William MacArthur? Hit that like, share this love, my man. Appreciate it. Also, oh yeah, a little side note I got right here. You know, and when we talk about these, you know, the celebrities and stuff, and, you know, we talk about the whole selling soul thing, and when they want to get out, you know, they get killed and all that. I am cool, man. You know, I'm just a regular guy. The channel is called Off My Chest. I'm just a regular dude. Had something on my mind. I just felt like sharing it. You know what I'm saying? If you see, I got 158 subscribers. It ain't about money. You know, it's like, it may not be useful to some. It's going, you know, hey, it may be useful to some, maybe 3 people, but hey, that's 3 people that get something that's useful to them. And, you know, what they do with it, whatever they will, you know, but everybody's got a voice. I'm choosing to use it. You know what I'm saying? That's what this YouTube is all about. You know, everybody lift every voice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that should be the name of the channel. Lift every voice. But, you know, I'm just getting it off my chest, man. It's always in my head and I can't sleep sometimes. So I just got to get it out. Say you find if I, yeah, go ahead. I'm 44. There you go. But, so yeah, so we got this, you're 12. Well, welcome, William MacArthur, who's 12. I doubt it, but, you know, YouTube, y'all know, I set my video, I said, you know, restrict to 18 and, you know, under, so, you know, you can't be 12, you know, unless you got in some other kind of way through a, you know, wormhole or back door or something, I don't know. You know, ain't no way you 12, bro. Come on now. Flip that around. You mean 21? I got you. Welcome anyway. But okay. So yeah, so you know, it's like, hey, you know, you gave yourself over to the infernal powers, you know what I'm saying, when you got your fame and everything, and they want to get out and they don't let you out. And I started thinking, you know, the symbols and things that street gangs use. And they have this thing where they don't want to let people out. Once you win for life and all that. Now, okay, according to the streets, you know, yeah, you might be around people who didn't talked about doing dirt, or you did dirt with people. And it's like, nah, you ain't finna get out and then, you know, go bring us down because you scared, or, you know, you got caught up or something like that. So don't let you out. However, if they haven't though, other than that, why don't gangs let people out? I'm going somewhere with this, you know? Well, obviously there's a spiritual implication, you know, because you see the symbols and stuff, especially, y'all know, you know, the pentagram and the 6-point star and stuff like that get used. All right. But why is it though? Is it because of fear? You know, a fear of people having their own mind, that if they let one person out, then they're going to realize that a lot of the people that's in that life secretly don't want that life, but they're afraid to say it, you know, because of peer pressure. They get judged, or they worried they might get killed or something. And so they say, you can't get out, you know, like somebody else got a control over somebody else's life, you know. And you got to think about their girlfriends. It's like, whoa, hold up. You know, somebody else is telling you, you know what I'm saying? How can they respect them? You know what I'm saying? Oh, no, my guy said I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you ain't your own man no more. You know, show me a contract, you know, something like that. You know, if you got jumped into something, your contract with your body and the scars and stuff you got from that, well, hey, if you got to get DP'd out, then so be it. But hey, whatever it takes, man. But I'm like, why they always let, you know, who the hell let they to say that somebody can't leave something? I know they do have that out. Like I said, you know, I know, like, you know, on West Coast or whatever, you hear Bloods and Crips and stuff. They say you got to get DP'd out. And some people, you know, depending on how they structure it, you know, they might be able to just walk away. But why do they try to hold on so long? You know what I'm saying? It's like you're trying to hold on to that soul. You know, it's like, who are they really serving? Because of the deeds that they do and what they represent, it's not good. I don't know. I just created that parallel. That was just a little side thought I had. You know what I mean? Oh, man. Also, back to the politic part, though. And, they talk about Trump and his record all the time. Chris Christie, when he had that lame ass, people are going to be calling him Donald Duck, I mean, damn, bro, that's the best your writers can do for you. I know they on strike and all, but they could have had a better joke than that, bro. But have you noticed? And this is why Trump is still way ahead. If it worked for Biden hid in this basement the whole time, didn't debate or nothing hardly. You know what I'm saying? Until, the very last minute. So, hey, what worked for him can work for Trump. Except, Trump can actually, perform. You know what I mean? And he way ahead already. And I know they say not to trust the polls and all that, but I trust these polls at least a little bit. I know he way ahead. But as you see, they up there, they cannot not talk about that man. They get asked about the issues or something like that. Somehow they bring it right back down to Trump. So it's like they're no different than the other side, really. They might as well all be wearing blue ties or something and a blue skirt for the one lady. But they always talk about he needs to come here and defend his record. He didn't accomplish a lot of things. I can tell you that what happened in his administration is the same thing that happened in every administration since I can remember, unless it was an overwhelming majority. Whoever is in the seat holds the seat of the president, and if the House or the Senate or both is a different party, is the other party, then that all they're going to do is try to block everything that the president does and then say they didn't accomplish anything. Well, yeah, because, balance of powers, they have to go through the House and the Senate in order to get these approved. But if y'all study blocking it because of petty, partisan politics, then no, they're not going to accomplish anything. And then when somebody from their party that they want gets president the next term or whatever, then guess what? They go and do the same thing, rename it, and then they say, oh, it's the greatest thing ever, when it was just the last administrations. Y'all see this game, how it goes every single time. So just remember that too, when they talk about, oh, the record. Unless what they do is they force the president to enact executive orders, and then, oh, they're shredding the Constitution. They're a tyrant. They're playing like a king. And it's like, no, they got to get something done. Quit playing partisan politics. That's why when it comes to voting, if you have time to go to a town hall meeting, if you want to get out there and protest, whatever. But we gotta make these politicians earn their jobs, make them earn their paychecks. Who, Trump never even, he donated all his pay, his salary. So, what have you got to lose? Ain't that what he said? But yeah, I wanted to point that thing out. Look out for that too, because that's when they talk. Because he got to debate at some point. And all they're gonna talk about, oh, you didn't do this, and you said you were gonna do this, and you didn't do that. Yeah, because yeah, I know he wrote some executive orders, but he didn't write more than Obama, and I'm not sure how many Biden wrote, but he probably didn't write more than him. And when it comes to Biden, bro, his crimes is out there, his son's crimes is out there. They're glossing over it. We know that it's two sets of rules, man. So, all that whole, he's a criminal, this and that, you know what? The one who in office, they all got dirt under their nails. They all got dirt under their rugs. They all got skeletons in their closet. Just like a whole bunch of us right here in the United States, us citizens. So, come on, man. We can't be holding these politicians who are just flesh and bone humans to standards that most of us don't even hold our peers. We can't. What's that, gorilla? Some kind of weird face. Star-Ann. That's funny. Oh, man. All right, but let me see where we at. Minute and 4. All right, yeah, I done ran my mouth enough, man. Golly. But you know, a line in the sand has been drawn, bro. You know, I'm about to get ready to close this out. A line in the sand has been drawn, and you know, regardless if we think that some don't affect us or not, eventually it will affect us. You know what I mean? You know, it's like, you know, when there's a pain in the body, that's your body telling you something. When you ignore it, it gets even more painful, and eventually it becomes something where you got to go to the hospital for. Right now, we're somewhere in the, you know, in the halfway mark of that. You know, this country, you know, we feeling the pains. We feeling it at the pump. We feeling it at the grocery stores. Everywhere you look, you're feeling it. You know, about to feel it in the communities. You know. Especially some of these bigger cities. And it's only going to grow more. We're not in this government, you know, we're not the politicians, but it's more of us than them. And if they feel like, oh crap, I'm going to lose them, they, you know, and believe me, if they don't care about nothing else, they care about winning. So, hey, make them earn it. You say, what's happening here? What do you mean? What do you mean, what's happening here? What are you talking about? Is something... You see something, or I don't... You lost me. I don't think that's the kid, NC. Now, I put the restrictions up. I put the restrictions up, you know, restricted to, you know, 18 and older or whatever. So, as I think that's a troll. I don't think it's really 12. Now, I don't know when I put that setting that it would block, you know, somebody underage from getting on here or not. But more than likely, that's a troll. You know, same as 12 or something like that. So I don't think, you know, it's a kid or nothing like that. Is there anything else? Let me see. I'm just going through my notes here. Oh, and you know, they jumped on him. They jumped on Trump. Oh, all right, yeah, appreciate it, NC. I mean, luckily, I mean, I ain't talk about nothing that, you know, but I appreciate it though. And man, it's well, oh, when they jumped on him, Trump talking about shoot the looters and all that stuff, you know. I posted a video on IG where these dudes, they went in the store and just took a whole rack, bro. Well, he gone. You've been sniped, bro. You got your wings. But you know, they want to create a purge type scenario. You know, they want to frustrate all the poor people and have us at each other's throat. What's going on, Lexi? Why do they call the police 12? You know what? I wanted to know the same thing. I don't know why they called him 12 when 911 because he left. I have no idea. That is a good question, Lexi. I don't know why they called him 12. I have no idea. That's strange. I mean, somebody let us know. Why do they call the police 12, man? Maybe because I'm a thug. Who the hell is you, Trick Daddy now? Cause I'm a thug. You know, cause I'm a thug. No, yeah, I don't know why they call him 12, man. Oh yeah, I put a he used 1998 as his birth year. I had put up a short. I was like, you know how they call deadbeat dads sperm donors, right? And I was like, is there a female equivalent for a deadbeat mom? And I never seen one, so I made one up. All right. You know, obviously, you know, we carry baby, you know, y'all carry babies in a uterus. So, you know, I said uterine slumlords because all they serve is just a housing unit for a baby. That's it. Nothing more. And just, you know, just a habit. Oh, he popped on Keenan Live one night too? Oh, okay. Hey, I don't think he was 12, but you know, for the sake of his troll identity, he was 12. So, yep. Might have been a cop, who knows? And his alias, his name is 12, you know what I'm saying? They got files on every rap group. But yeah, man, we can't let them create the, you know, a forever purge scenario, man. You know, cooler heads got to prevail. You know, it's about to get cold, and it's, you know how people get. It's just like when it's real hot outside. You know, when it get real cold, and you know, and people are out there freezing, it's ugly. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, cooler heads, you know, protect yourselves. Be prepared to protect yourselves. You know, obviously you got to be extra alert now. You know, you don't have to just worry about the people, you know, who born here. Now you got to worry about the people who brought in, you know. Not saying that all of them are rapists and pedos and murderers and all that stuff, but obviously there are some in there. And like I said, Europe was a beta test for mass migration. Y'all seen what happened over there. And all it takes is for a little girl to get snatched up and touched the wrong way by one of those migrants. Okay, all it takes is for some little boy to get hurt. I mean, it's been happening as far as the crime and stuff, but something as grotesque as that, and you got a powder keg, bro. You talking about real live lynch mobs going? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see that. I really don't. But this is the play. And you see how they are over in those European cities. You know, they might not talk about it in the mainstream news as much, but you know, I go on Telegram, you know, you see all the videos and stuff over there. Man, they assaulting people left and right. You know what I'm saying? The rapes is still going on. Places who didn't, you know, they didn't have these problems like that, you know, and if they did, it was like, you know, 0.0 something% of, you know what I mean? And now it's just skyrocketed. 400% increase in, you know, any crime across the board. You know? And they still want to attack the Second Amendment here. Come on. Now you see why they don't want people to be able to protect themselves? They want you dependent on them. Which brings me to a little, you know, something I made up in my head. All right. Let's say you're a superhero. All right. And you got on your cape and your tights and everything. And it says U.S. government. Dun, 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 dun. You're a superhero, and you see this man over here about to get mugged and possibly killed, and then you see a little girl about to chase a ball out in the street, and it's a truck coming this way. You can't save them both, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not a superhero like, you know, you're more like Batman. You're still human. You can only save one. Who do you save? I'll wait. Somebody get ready to get off here. I'll wait. Who do you save? I want everybody to answer. Do you save the man who's about to get killed by the mugger, or mugged and robbed, or just mugged? Or are you going to save the little girl that's about to run out chasing the ball and get hit by that truck? Who do you save? And yes, it's a trick question. Anybody? No one? If you would save the child, then you know, give me an emoji or something. Give me a smiley face if you would save the child, and give me a thumbs up if you would save the dude who's about to get mugged. You're the hero, and your name is U.S. government. Anybody? Okay, or you could just put child or man. Child, life over property. Okay, we got one. NC said child, life over property. Anybody else? Let's see how much I got on here. All right, 40%. Okay, Dro, you agree with NC? Child, life over property. Okay, gotcha. Anybody else in here who watching? I see 8 people watching, so there's 6 more people I'm looking for an answer from. Who do you save? You save the guy who about to get mugged? Okay, Busy said the little girl. Okay, that's 3 for the little girl. You know, I guess the dude over there getting mugged don't get none. All right. Anybody else? Now, mind you, you got U.S. government on your chest and you're the hero. More like Batman, so you can't move at the speed of light and all that and save both. So that's 3 for the child. Okay. Little girl getting ready to run out and get hit by a car. There's a ball rolling in the street. Ooh, shiny red ball. And there's a guy over there. Help me, they mugging. They finna stab me. And they say, oh, sorry, man. You got to fight for yourself. I'm going to save this child. Okay. Okay. I don't think anybody else going to answer. All 3 of you are wrong. You go and save the guy who's about to get mugged. It's not up to the government to raise and look out for that girl. It's the parents' job. Boom. Where's the parents, damn it? Don't leave them up to raise a child. That's what's happening now. You know, it's the state trying to raise the damn kids, man. The state trying to take over the parents, man. You missed the everything street code? You missed my little trick question, man. You know, they trying to indoctrinate them the wrong way and everything, and then try to tell parents that they can't be their you know, that they can't be parents. You know what I'm saying? If you protest what they teaching these kids at these schools, and y'all know what they teaching them, then you get in trouble. They want to send them people to your house to try to take your kids. You knew I would say that, huh? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? It ain't up to what the parents said. You know what I'm saying? That was a little trick. I just, that popped in my head last night. I was like, man, that's a good one. All right, man, that's about it on that, man. I'm about to get up out of here. I appreciate y'all popping in, man. Hey, how many noses y'all wipe? Golly, I ain't catch them all. But man, y'all know what's coming down the pike. You know what I'm saying? We don't know it all, but we know enough. I don't mean to try to sound like, you know, Hook Anonymous, but well, he do it different. But y'all know what I mean, man. We got enough information at least to go on, man. And, you know, stay prayed up, man, because we gonna need it, bro. You know, it's kicking off, and it's you know, it's not a coincidence that, you know, it's really starting to heat up just as it starts to get cold, you know, because people get desperate when they get cold and they agree to things more. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta, you know, we gotta be looking out for what's getting presented to us. You know what I mean? Government almost shut down. I'm so sick of that too. That's the last thing I'm gonna touch on. This whole government shut. There was no reason that we should be coming this close to the government shutting down. Everybody know that that's just a play, man. That's like basically holding the gun up to the American people's head. Okay, because you know people are not going to get their benefits, their welfare benefits, or none of that if the government shut down. So this basically putting the gun up to the American people's head, said, you know, partisan politics, give us what we want or else. And it's like, well, y'all not going to be the ones suffering. Y'all pay don't stop. It's everybody else who's suffering. That's another thing where they showing how much they don't care about us, bro. You said I'll be the parent that day. You know, and it's just sad, bro. I can't, there's no reason that a government should be shutting down. You know, all the money that flows through there and all that, I mean, we know it's just an illusion. We know it's just a game, man. But hey, you got to play it. You know, it's just like any other game. You got to play it to win. But, man, let me do my little thing here. But, you know, Sparks Visual, Joe the Mob, NC, Queen Lotus, Made Media, Sharpshooter Judah, Sexy Lexi, Kaya Baby, Street Code, that Beezy, even my troll, William MacArthur, Sonny, and anybody else. I appreciate y'all for dropping in. You know, shout out to the whole, you know, the whole Mod Squad and all that. And that is all I had to get off my chest. Y'all stay smooth, stay blessed, stay prayed up, stay safe, keep your head on the swivel, be alert, look out for each other, love your neighbor. You know, that may sound like something just saying Sunday on church, but you know, like I said, that's running in short supply too, man. It only dies if we let it die. You know, we the people, you know, remember that, we the people, whether you want to have it in all caps or not, you know, we the people, we still the damn people. I appreciate it, Street Code. Y'all rocking with me, I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all know how it work, man. Peace.